In this particular video, we will look into the structure of proteins. There are four structures which are present. The first structure is primary, the second is secondary, the third is tertiary, and the fourth is quaternary. These are the structures which are shown over here. When we talk about primary structure, then primary structure is just the sequence of amino acids. So in this, say for example, this is first amino acid, this is second amino acid, this is third, and this is fourth, and so on. These amino acids will be joined by peptide bond and a chain like structure will be formed. So the sequence of amino acid, that is which is the first amino acid, which is the second amino acid, which is the third amino acid, and so on. So this sequence of amino acids, positional information of amino acids in protein, this particular is called as primary structure. We imagine protein as a straight chain if we take this primary structure. So let us think that this is a chain which is formed. So this is the primary structure. This end will be right end and this particular end will be left end. So in this particular right end, this right end is called the last amino acid, and this left end, it is called as the first amino acid. Now this left end is called as N-terminal amino acid, and this right end is called as C-terminal amino acid. So this structure comes when we consider the primary structure. After primary structure, we move to secondary structure. What is secondary structure? Protein does not exist as the primary structure. So what will happen to this particular structure? Either it will be folded like a helix or it will be present like sheets. So if it is present in the form of helix, we call this structure as alpha helix, and if it will be present in the form of sheets, then we will call it beta-pleated sheet. So these structures are formed by the formation of hydrogen bonds between amino acids. After secondary structure comes the tertiary structure. In tertiary structure, the alpha helix that was formed will be folded on itself. So the structure will be similar to hollow woolen ball, and the structure will be called as tertiary structure. So let us say that this was the alpha helix. So if it folds on itself, so some structure like this will be formed, and this we can compare to hollow woolen ball, and this is the tertiary structure. This gives three-dimensional structure to the protein. This particular hollow woolen or tertiary structure, it is essential for many biological activities that are present in protein. Let us take an example of enzymes. Enzymes show biological activities, and enzymes have tertiary structure. In this case, there will be hydrogen bonds and disulfide bonds which will be present. The last structure is called as quaternary structure. In the case of quaternary structure, there will be more than one polypeptide or subunit which will be present. In the initial three structures, primary, secondary, and tertiary, there will only be one polypeptide chain which is present, but quaternary structure will have more than one chain. So it can be 2, 3, 4, and so on, and each polypeptide chain will be called as a subunit in this case. Let us take a very famous example of quaternary structure, and that is adult hemoglobin. Adult hemoglobin is having 4 subunits. So 1, 2, 3, 4 subunits will be present, or 4 polypeptides will be present, and it will result in the formation of quaternary structure. Out of these 4 units, 2 subunits are of alpha type and 2 subunits are of beta type. We can see these 4 structures over here. So let us summarize this. So if it is in the form of a line, it is the sequence of amino acids, it was primary structure. Now this primary structure was in the form of a helix, that is alpha helix, or it will be form of sheet, that is beta pleated sheet. If this alpha helix is folded to form a hollow woolen ball, resulting into the formation of hydrogen and disulfide bonds, the structure will be tertiary, and if more than one tertiary structures are present, then the structure is called as quaternary structure.